Bucks should acquire 22.2 PPG forward to elevate offensive firepower. The Milwaukee Bucks enter the 2025-26 NBA season in a far different place than just a year ago. After a rollercoaster campaign and a shocking decision to part ways with Damian Lillard, the Bucks' offensive ceiling looks considerably lower. Without the star point guard, Milwaukee lacks a consistent second scoring option alongside Giannis Antetokounmpo, raising legitimate concerns about how competitive they will be in a stacked Eastern Conference. The Bucks front office attempted to patch the hole in the backcourt by signing Cole Anthony and Gary Trent Jr., but neither player is likely to fill the scoring void left by Lillard. While Giannis remains an unstoppable force, Milwaukee needs another elite offensive threat to balance the floor and carry the scoring load when defenses inevitably collapse on their superstar. One possible solution: the Bucks should make a move for DeMar DeRozan, a proven six-time All-Star who continues to thrive as a mid-range scoring assassin. Why the Bucks need another scoring option. Over the past few years, Milwaukee's formula for success has revolved around Giannis dominating inside, surrounded by shooters and secondary scorers capable of punishing defenses. That blueprint worked during the team's 2021 championship run, but things have changed. Chris Middleton, once a reliable closer, has battled injuries and inconsistency. Brook Lopez, though still productive defensively, is not a nightly offensive force. Bobby Portis provides energy and shooting, but he's better suited as a spark plug off the bench. The absence of a true number 2 option is glaring. In fact, outside of Giannis, no Bucks player averaged 20 points per game last season. That imbalance makes the team easier to defend in the playoffs, when half-court execution becomes paramount. Adding DeRozan would immediately give Milwaukee a go-to scorer who thrives in isolation, excels in clutch moments, and can generate his own offense without relying heavily on playmaking support. Proposed trade details: Milwaukee Bucks receive DeMar DeRozan. Sacramento Kings receive Kyle Kuzma, Chris Livingston. At first glance, this deal looks like a simple swap of wings, but the context makes it much more intriguing. DeRozan is coming off a season in which he averaged 22.2 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 4.4 assists in 77 games for Sacramento. He shot 47.7% from the field, 32.8% from three, and 85.7% from the free throw line. Even at age 36, he has shown remarkable durability and consistency. On the other side, Kyle Kuzma has settled into a complementary role with the Bucks, posting 14.5 points and 5.6 rebounds while shooting 45.5% overall and 33.3% from deep. While solid, Kuzma has not been the scoring force Milwaukee hoped he could become. For Sacramento, swapping DeRozan for Kuzma provides them with a younger, versatile forward who could fit either as a backup to Keegan Murray or in a flexible role alongside him. Meanwhile, Milwaukee gets the shot creator they desperately need. Why DeRozan fits in Milwaukee. DeRozan's game is tailor-made for Milwaukee's half-court heavy offense. With Giannis commanding constant double teams in the paint, DeRozan would thrive in mid-range areas where defenses sag off. Unlike some players who need a high pace or free-flowing offense to score, DeRozan has built his career on calculated isolation plays, post-ups, and pick-and-roll actions. He may not space the floor like a three-point sniper, but his efficiency inside the arc balances Milwaukee's offense. Opponents often load up on Giannis at the rim and stay home on shooters at the perimeter. DeRozan, lurking in the mid-post, provides a third scoring zone that defenses cannot easily cover. Additionally, DeRozan's ability to handle the ball gives Milwaukee a secondary playmaker. He's averaged over 4 assists per game in each of the last 6 seasons, showing his ability to create opportunities for others when defenses collapse on him. Contract considerations. Financially, DeRozan's contract is manageable. He is set to make $24.7 million next season, with 2 years left on his deal. While this isn't cheap, it's a fair value for a player still producing at an all-star level. Kuzma, on the other hand, is owed $22.4 million annually for the next 2 years. The contracts are nearly identical in structure, which makes the swap relatively clean from a salary cap perspective. For Milwaukee, the small difference in salary is worth it for the production upgrade. How this trade helps the Kings. Sacramento has been in an awkward position with DeRozan since his arrival. While he has been productive, there have long been rumors of a handshake agreement to eventually move him to a contender. With the Kings trying to build around De'Aaron Fox, Domantas Sabonis, and Keegan Murray, pivoting to Kuzma could make sense. Kuzma provides size, scoring upside, and championship experience from his Lakers days. At 30, is younger than DeRozan and could fit Sacramento's timeline more naturally. Even if he isn't as consistent of a scorer, his floor spacing and versatility are appealing. As for Chris Livingston, his inclusion is more about balancing contracts than impact. With limited NBA experience and just 1.4 points per game last season, Sacramento could either stash him as a developmental project or waive him without financial burden. The bigger picture, reinforcing Giannis. This trade is about more than numbers, it's about urgency. Giannis Antetokounmpo has remained loyal to Milwaukee, but the front office must continue proving that they can surround him with the right pieces to compete for a title. Re-signing Giannis Antetokounmpo may have helped assure Giannis of the organization's commitment to him, but roster depth and championship aspirations require more than family ties. Without another all-star caliber scorer, Giannis risks facing the same issues he did in previous playoff exits. Defense is walling him off without enough support. DeRozan may not be the flashiest option, but he is a reliable 20-plus PPG scorer who has proven he can deliver in clutch situations. His presence could extend Milwaukee's championship window by giving Giannis the offensive partner he needs. Alternative options on the market. If the Bucks don't land DeRozan, they should still explore other reinforcements. Free agents like Russell Westbrook and Ben Simmons remain unsigned. While neither offers the pure scoring of DeRozan, both bring unique skills that could help Milwaukee's rotation. Westbrook could inject energy, pace, and playmaking into a backcourt that lacks dynamism. Simmons, though a major gamble, would bolster defense and transition play while easing playmaking duties from Giannis. However, both options come with far greater risk than DeRozan, who has consistently produced regardless of the situation. Final thoughts. The Bucks cannot afford to waste Giannis Antetokounmpo's prime years with an incomplete roster. Trading for DeMar DeRozan would not only provide Milwaukee with the secondary scorer they desperately need, but it would also send a clear message that the organization is serious about contending. DeRozan's consistent scoring, durability, and veteran presence make him an ideal fit alongside Giannis and Middleton. While the move would cost Milwaukee Kyle Kuzma and Chris Livingston, the upgrade in offensive firepower is undeniable. If Milwaukee truly wants to keep pace with Eastern Conference powerhouses like Boston, Philadelphia, and Miami, this is the kind of bold yet calculated move they need to make.